Gia joins us from New Jersey. Mary is in Louisiana. And radio personality Pooh is in the big state of Texas. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Pooh, let me start with you. How did you actually get the name Pooh?
Oh, funny story. So when I was probably about 5 or 6, I was a little chunky monkey. And my aunt, my mom, they would call me, they would say, "Oh, you're my little Pooh Bear." As I, got older, I dropped the bear part in middle school because I didn't want to get teased. And, everybody would just call me Pooh. And that carried over into my now radio career. So it just stuck with me.
Pooh works. Hi there, Gia. Now, I understand you too had a nickname that sort of shaped who you are.
Oh my goodness, boy did I have a nickname. So all my life, as far as I can remember, since I was younger, I've always been overweight. I too was a chunky monkey as a kid. And there was this one kid in particular, this boy, that every time he saw me, he would go, "Hey, Miss Piggy." Like, "Oh, there goes Miss Piggy," like in front of everybody. And then everyone would look, it was so embarrassing.
Well, and Ian, I mean, we know the psychological experiences in our youth. If you've been bullied, called names, things like that, those things are going to affect your psyche all through your life. And we're going to get into it deeper, affecting your eating patterns. So that's such an important point. Now, back to you, Pooh. In the tape, you defined your body as hibernation sexy. So what would you say is your biggest struggle when it comes to food?
It's got to be the consistency. I get up early in the morning and I'm up at 3:30 and I don't eat breakfast. And I think the first time I'll probably grab something, be a snack. And I know it, Dr. Ian, you're going to probably be mad. I know this isn't Dr. Ian approved, but it's usually like something like a candy bar or a Snickers or a beef jerky.
Yeah, I'm not going to be mad. And, you all are here as part of the challenge because there are little things that you have to work on. And that's the beauty of this program. It's not about guilt. It's about looking at what things are maybe hurting you or hindering your progress. And we're going to work on it together. Fast Burn is all about making that transition. On the positive side, you kind of don't eat till later in the day after waking up. You have the stamina for something that's called time restricted feeding, or TRF for short. And that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to do something called intermittent fasting, which is you break up the day in an eating window and a fasting window. So you take 24 hours and you break it up. You can do a 12 hours you eat in the morning for 12 hours all the way through the day, and then you stop at the 12 hours and then you fast. For example, let's say you start eating at 8 a.m. You would eat all your meals and snacks to 8 p.m. That's 12 hours. Then from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. will be your fasting window. So that is a basic way that it works. Now, of course, there are more aggressive options. You can do 14-10, 14 hours of fasting, 10 of feeding, 16-8, and then the most that people do is 18-6. We're not going to start off that way. We're going to work our way into it. But remember, as you shrink your feeding window and increase your fasting window, that is a way to lose weight faster, to lose weight for a longer period of time, and to get into those fat stores much quicker and much deeper to lose that unwanted stubborn fat.
The only fasting I know about is ordering fast food, Dr. Ian.
We're going to change that, Pooh.
So Mary, as a cardiac nurse, how has COVID-19 affected you?
Well, stress eating is my issue. I eat when I'm happy. I eat when I'm sad. I eat when I'm stressed.
Stress eating is so common. Don't feel bad about it. You're not, unique. It's a very common thing. The good thing about being a stress eater is that it can be worked on.
Now, beyond your career, you have a very personal connection to cardiac health as well. So we'd like to hear more about that.
My dad died of a heart attack when I was only 22. He had his first heart attack and was in ICU. He was a big, strong man, but he was too scared to have the simple procedure, a heart cath, something I do every single day. He went home and died in his sleep a couple months later from a heart attack without having a chance to meet his grandchildren.
Wow. Mary, I got to tell you.
So sorry.
Yeah, that is tough.